Hi, my name's TJ Howe. So for my little excursion project, the title is The Engineering of Music. Basically what it compares engineering and music and the similarities between the two, even though a lot of people might not see what the normal similarities are. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. So for my little excursion project, I actually ended up going to the CCM Jazz concert, the music of Pat Metheny. There I interviewed a sophomore trumpet player. His name is Ramel Sims. Um, and from there, actually, I ended up like learning a lot about jazz and about him on a personal level, and how jazz has influenced his life. Um, so I guess the main thing that I really learned from the interviews with him is that jazz has a rich and diverse history, and that history is played through in the music, and you hear it in every jazz song, in every jazz composition. And it was the passion that he was talking about that I really captured and that I really was understanding. He was very enthusiastic, and the imagery in which he described things. He says he wants to travel to London to play with certain composers. He wants to go to Cuba for a co-op. Um, he was very visual in describing how and where he wanted to go and how he saw jazz. And I thought that was very interesting. And I honestly I wish I could do something like that. Kind of as an engineering major, it's a little harder for me to try and vocalize my thoughts all the time. Um, so yeah, so in talking with him, I learned that one of his harder classes is a music theory class, and I kind of really grabbed onto this. For him, and what he described to me is that um, music theory is a class in which a little bit more of math is based, in which possibilities are used for compositions and sort of that thing. And so I really identified with that. And basically, this entire interview, I was coming at the standpoint of how does he compare to me, or how do I compare to him? Um, how does engineering um, look at music, and how does music look at engineering? I wanted to know what the similarities were, what the differences are, what his strengths were, what my weaknesses were, that kind of thing. So this is kind of really and this is how we're going to get into our thesis statement a little bit. Um, the music theory idea led into me trying to compare engineering, which then led into kind of engineering versus music. Um, and that's really just the general thesis of the entire PowerPoint presentation. I just want to know what were some of the similarities between music and um, engineering. So yeah, but no, I mean, I really did learn a lot from the presentation as well. In doing some research, I learned that similar parts of the brain are activated in both engineering and in music. I learned that um, they have similar thought processes. They both use math calculations as constraints for their solutions. So yeah, I in doing this entire little excursion project, I really do have a lot more um, respect and understanding for people of the musical field and musical industry. So thank you.